In the heart of Alaska, where the mountains kissed the sky and the northern lights danced across the night sky, lived Princess Anya. She wasn't like the princesses in storybooks, who wore gowns of silk and jewels. Anya preferred furs of caribou and boots of moose hide, and her crown was a simple band of woven willow branches. Her eyes were the colour of newly formed ice on the rivers, and her hair as black as the Arctic night. Her greatest joy was exploring the vast wilderness, paddling her birch bark canoe through icy rivers, listening to the whispers of the wind through the ancient pines, and watching the otters' acrobatics in the river. She knew the names of every plant, every animal, and spoke respectfully to the spirits of nature. One winter, a terrible blizzard swept across the land. The snow fell for days, burying the villages under towering drifts, and the icy winds howled like hungry wolves. The reindeer could no longer find lichen beneath the thick blanket of snow, and the villagers, worried, saw their food supplies dwindle drastically. Fear crept among the people. Anya, though troubled, remembered the stories her grandmother, the village elder, used to tell. Stories of the sky spirits who controlled the weather, and how they could be appeased with a gift offered from a pure heart. Anya decided she would make the perilous journey to the summit of Mount Denali, the tallest mountain in the region, to offer the sky spirits her most precious possession, a necklace made of glacial ice, a gift from her grandmother, carved with the likeness of a raven, a symbol of wisdom and omen. She prepared her sled, pulled by strong, thick-coated husky dogs, and dressed in the warmest furs she owned. The journey was arduous. Anya braved blinding snow, treacherous ice falls, and chilling winds that threatened to tear her from the mountainside. During a stop, she came across a family of ermine, trapped under a broken branch. Gently, Anya freed the frightened animals, offering them a piece of her dried meat. This act of kindness, unbeknownst to her, was already an offering to the spirits. Continuing her ascent, Anya had to face a sudden snowstorm. She took shelter in a small ice cave, where she found comfort in the warmth of a small fire she lit with dry wood she had brought with her. She thought back to her grandmother's words, "The true gift is not the object itself, but the love and sacrifice that accompanies it." Finally, after days of climbing, she reached the summit. The wind roared around her, and the snow stung her face, but above her, through a break in the clouds, the northern lights shimmered, a celestial river of green and violet fire. It was a majestic, almost magical sight. Anya raised her arms, clutching the ice necklace in her hand. "Oh, sky spirits," she cried, her voice barely a whisper against the wind. "I offer you this gift, a token of my love for my people. Please, have mercy on us. Calm the storm, and let the storm shine again." As she spoke, a brilliant ray of light descended from the aurora, enveloping Anya in a warm glow. The wind began to die down, the snow stopped falling, and the clouds slowly parted, revealing a sky full of twinkling stars. A large snowy owl flew over her head, a sign, Anya thought, of the acceptance of her gift. The next morning, the sun rose, painting the snow-covered landscape in hues of gold and pink. The blizzard was over. The people rejoiced, and when Anya returned to her village, they hailed her as a heroine. The reindeer returned to grazing, and the food supplies were replenished, with hunting and fishing made easier by the good weather. But Anya didn't seek praise. She knew that the true hero was the love she carried in her heart for her people, a love that had given her the courage to face the storm and offer her most precious possession, and that the kindness shown to the ermine had preceded her final gesture. And from that day on, the people of Alaska knew that their princess's heart was as bright and beautiful as the Aurora Borealis that danced across their winter sky. They told her story from generation to generation, and the ice necklace, melted by the warmth of Anya's hand, according to legend, transformed into a constellation that watched over Alaska, reminding everyone of the power of love and sacrifice.